Whenever I take on a product review, my immediate question is, what's special about this product? Not this time, I didn't care. I just wanted to be able to say, oh hey.
Oh hey. Hey. Oh hey. Oh hey. Oh hey. Oh hey. Oh hey.
Oh hey!
Thanks to Hey for sponsoring today's video and sending me their incredibly attractively packaged lineup of products, but today I'm going to focus solely on the doorbell. The doorbell is £150 cheaper than my Nest Hello doorbell, and I'll be focusing on everything from installation to the cost of cloud subscription to video quality to features to notification delay to find out if the Nest Hello doorbell is still worth its £230 price tag. Spoiler alert, my first car cost less than my Nest Hello doorbell. So no. The hardware installation process for both doorbells is very similar. The Nest Hello doorbell, for example, requires a degree in electrical engineering. The Nest doorbell requires you to purchase the right transformer to supply the correct voltage to the doorbell, and then you have to wire that into the mains. And if you're thinking, I've got big old balls, I'll just go and figure out how to do it myself by watching a video. Don't worry, Nest have got you covered.
We recommend that you get a professional to install Nest Hello.
Okay then. Whereas the Hey video doorbell requires some knowledge of sellotape. Nailed it. The doorbell could be stuck to your front door using a 3M sticky back pad, or using the supplied fixings that came in the box, and the batteries themselves are standard 18650s, and this is the first time I've seen this on a doorbell or a camera. You could just buy those off Amazon if anything goes wrong with the battery, which means this thing could technically last forever. And now, a word from our sponsor, Skillshare! You there! You look like a half-witted baboon's anus with less intelligence than a deflated football? You should do something about that today! Skillshare offers thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people on topics including illustration, design, photography, video, freelancing, and more. I've been watching ridiculously handsome multimillionaire Marcus Brownlee in his course, YouTube Success, Script Shoot and Edit with MKBHD, to find out how I can make better public information films. Marcus taught me to only ever make videos that I would personally want to watch, so here's some footage of a lady. Put those ankles away, woman! With no advertisements and new premium classes on a regular basis, you can really expand your creativity. Unless, of course, you're Reginald here, who is as stupid as he is ugly. Skillshare is a community of fellow creatives who provide encouragement, communication, and inspiration. Mr. Brownlee has taught me to hold an audience's attention by shooting the subject occasionally from a different angle. So here is Reginald from the side instead of from the front. Did that work? No? How about some more footage of a lady? Yes, I thought that would help, you reprobate. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium, where you can learn how not to be Reginald. Oh, stop being Reginald. And now, back to our main feature. The software setup process for both cameras is very similar. It basically involves installing an app, signing up for an account, and then pointing the camera at a QR code in the application to pair it to your Wi-Fi network. A method that I've always been very fond of. Scan it! And then you just plug in the indoor chime, which is already paired to the device.
Oh hey!
It doesn't really do that. Overall, the install process is undeniably easier for the Hey video doorbell, but being a battery-powered unit does come with its own drawbacks, and we'll talk about those later on. For now, the winner is Hey. Oh, hey! The motion response has been a mixed bag for both doorbells. both of them at some point during my testing have completely ignored me. I noticed he hasn't said which one's worse for ignoring. I bet it's the cheap one. I hate Paul Hibbert. No, it wasn't the cheap one, actually. It was the Nest. The Nest made testing a living hell because it continuously ignored me. And yes, I had waited 10 minutes for it to cool down between testing, which made it take even longer. So the question is, what have I been missing on my driveway all this time? There's no sign of intelligent life anywhere. My neighbours just caught me dressed like that. So that's cool. When the Nest doorbell does detect motion on my driveway, it is definitely faster, with a 4-second differential. But oddly, if someone actually presses the doorbell itself, the notifications come through at almost exactly the same time. I was really impressed at just how quick it was. I've measured it in case you're some kind of science nerd. It was like an 1/8 of a second. An 1/8. The delays don't amount to a hill of beans if neither of these devices will actually notify you when they're supposed to. The Nest, I could dance around in front of it and nothing happens. The Hey doorbell has the opposite problem. The f*** is that tree doing, Paul? Paul, it's a tree! Thanks. I faffed around with the sensitivity settings of both doorbells and I cannot find a happy medium in either case. Here's some of the exciting footage that the Hey doorbell captured today. The winner for this category is clearly the Nest Hello doorbell because, at the very least, you can set motion zones in the app to tell it which areas to ignore. That is a feature that is sadly missing from the Hey doorbell. That and the fact that notifications are marginally quicker. Oh, hello! Is that a thing? Should I do that at the end of every segment? Will that get annoying? I'm gonna do it! The Nest Hello resolution is 1600 by 1200 pixels, and the Hey doorbell is only 1080p. This is not a close call. It is very clear from the footage which of these is the better camera. The Nest doorbell has a far clearer and brighter image and a much wider field of vision. Neither doorbell is going to help you catch a burglar unless they come right up to the doorbell, because 1600 pixels is about the same number as a potato. Clarity. Precision, elegance, unparalleled beauty. Nest is the clear winner for both daytime and nighttime footage, but I think you have to keep in mind both the price of these two things and also the use case. I think most of us just want to be able to sit on the loo, and if the delivery driver comes to the door, we can tell him we're taking a dump. If you really want to be able to stare into the guy's face in 1080p whilst you're doing that, then buy the Nest. Oh, hello! And now the final quickfire round. Viewing the Hey doorbell on either the Google Home, Nest, Hub, whatever they're calling it this week, or She That Should Not Be Named, whichever one you choose, it doesn't work right now. Unfortunately, this is a broken feature that they are working to resolve, and I will update the description once that is done. In the meantime, Google win this one too. Oh, hello. Two-way communication works fine on both with no lag, and therefore this one is a draw. Oh, hey, hello. Oh, hello. Both things. The Nest app is much better than the Hey app because the Hey app does weird things like just doesn't respond when you try and open up the feed. Establishing, failed. Would you like to wake up the device? Oh, I wouldn't have clicked it if I didn't want the feed. Establishing, success. There are some other little issues like cloud storage, for example. Sometimes you can click stuff and it just won't load. Some things you'll click and it actually gives you a completely different video. It's a little bit mental. I'm hoping that these are simple software issues that can be fixed, and if these have improved, I will let you know in the description. Oh, hello. Cloud storage for Nest is £5 a month, which is slightly more expensive than the Hey Doorbell, but it is consistent and you get 24/7 recording. You don't get that with the Hey Doorbell, you get 10-second clips and 14 days rolling storage. Oh, hello. Stop it. Stop it. And I'm being exceptionally harsh by comparing these two products because there is such a massive gap in their price tags. This thing is actually gorgeous. It looks really nice, it's simple to install, it's sensibly priced, and if you just want basic functionality of a video doorbell, it does that job really, really well. The notifications are exceptionally quick for a wireless camera of any kind, let alone a doorbell. It's important to note that these issues are actually really minor, and I would take this doorbell over a Ring doorbell any day of the week. Shut up! Possibly the most important advantage of this Hey Doorbell is that it works so well with all of the other Hey line of products, and in fact the Tuya Smart Life platform too. If you already have a load of Tuya Smart Life stuff, this will work with it. And the routines mean that you could have it so that your doorbell detects motion and turns on your porch light. How cool is that? The only showstopper for me personally is that there is no way to wire it into the mains, which means you will have to keep changing the batteries. I have moved away from that, and I'm trying to move away from that as much as I can. But that's just me. A lot of people will prefer the simple installation of the thing, and they don't mind changing the batteries every 3 to 6 months. It might not be that big a deal for you. Me personally, I'm going to stick with my Nest. The stupidly overpriced Nest. As usual, there are links in the description to not only this doorbell, but all of Hey's product line. And they do some really cool bundles if you're just starting out with home automation and are looking to get a whole kit's worth of stuff. Check them out below. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. That'll tell YouTube's algorithms it was a good video and more people should see it. If you want to see some more of this guy, hit that subscribe button and ding that bell. If you ding the bell, it lets YouTube know that you want to be notified when I upload videos. These incredible people here are my patrons from Patreon, and without them, this video wouldn't exist because I would no longer be doing this. It would be a nightmare. If you want to be one of those incredible people, you can do that at either Patreon or buy me a one-off beer at PayPal, and either way, I will flipping well love you forever. These are my Facebooks and my Twitters and my Instagrams. Come and hang out there and we can be best friends. See you next time. Or drilled to your brickwork using the mounting bracket, or a bracket. That's not a word. Or you can use the mounting oh man, I keep saying blacket. There's no such thing as a blacket. Included mountain bracket or mountain bracket. Oh my god, it's a mounting bracket. Bracket it to a mountain. What's that tree doing? Paul! Just rubbish. I totally get why people hate me. Paul, there's a tree!